Hello everyone and welcome to ESCXTRA. Today we have another very special guest who's coming back to Melodifestivalen after 7 years. Welcome Anton Ewald.
Thank you. What's up?
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so excited to have you back.
Oh, yeah?
Of course. I mean, you took part in 2013, 2014. I loved both songs.
Thank you.
How did you feel afterwards? Like after coming to the final both times and
I felt both times. I felt first of all, I felt very, very grateful to just get an opportunity to, to get up on stage and show what I have to offer. And I'm just very grateful and happy that people seem to like it, and so it felt really good, to be honest with you. Yeah.
and it's already been 7 years, like.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It was time for me to return.
Yes, finally. And this year you're gonna return with New Religion?
Yes,
And
sir. That's my song. I wrote it and produced it, and yeah, I have my my hand in everything. I'm doing the choreography, the entire show, how it's gonna look like to the viewers at home, and because I don't live in Sweden anymore, so I came back I live in Miami right now, so I flew home from Miami, and I've just worked nonstop since, just getting everything together and just creating, the what I see and hear.
um, when I checked, this is actually the first song you co-wrote in Melodifestivalen, like the first two songs. I think you didn't co-wrote.
Yeah, exactly. I have written one or two songs for other artists
Mhm.
in Melfest. I'm not sure if it's one or two now. I think it's just one. I think it's one. I think, yeah. But yes, this is the first song. This is the first song that I've written for myself. Yeah.
How com how complicated was it to plan everything from the US to get everything together? I mean, like the crew has to know what the performance is going to look like, so that they have to prepare everything. How was everything going so far?
Oh my God. It was most of the planning for the show has happened once I got home, actually. But we were, back and forth with the song. I was sending it to mix and master, and just feedbacking back and forth. And we were in a hurry, and it was very, very, very hectic. And I came home from the US, and I was so jet lagged, and I just wanted to sleep, but I couldn't, because we had deadlines, of course. Everything has to be turned in way ahead of time, and it's a lot of stuff that needs to be turned in, music wise. So, oh my God, I've been going crazy. I just haven't slept. Like, that's just how I live right now. Just
I mean,
forget
look
about
at
sleep.
look at you. I'm like, when I don't get my like 8 hours of sleep, look like a zombie.
I
And you
do
don't sleep
too.
and
I do. I have good lighting here. That's right.
was when you heard the song, was that the decision to come back to Melodifestivalen, or was you already like something you had, like you want to go back at some point?
No, so the last year, as I was living in the US, I was writing a lot of music, and this song just came to be. I wasn't planning on writing a song for Melodifestivalen, and I wasn't planning on entering the contest again. But we wrote this song, and I heard immediately. I was like, this could be something for Melodifestivalen, and I thought about it back and forth, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I think this is a good song. And I sent it over to the team here in Sweden, and they were like, yeah, let's go, it's great, and I was like, okay, let's go. So it's just, I didn't choose to do this so much. The opportunity just came, and I just like, oh, okay, I'll take it, so it happened very naturally. I wasn't planning on making a song from a festival, but the opportunity came to be, and I just felt like, yeah, this is perfect for the show. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I thought so. And I've so far I've had great feedback from the people who've heard it. So let's hope.
I mean, we have to wait like a month till we see it and we hear the song.
Yeah,
It's only a month.
It's only a month, a little less even. It's like 3 weeks and a few days. Yeah.
Okay. For us who still have to wait, how would you describe the song?
I would describe it as well, it's upbeat, it's up tempo, has a ton of energy in it. It has a little, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm playing, so on the song I produced it, I'm playing a lot of instruments. I'm playing bass and I'm playing guitar, and so it has a certain, I don't know what to call it, but maybe like a rawness, but not like raw as you think in like rock or anything like that. It just has like a, I don't know, it's just raw. That's how I would explain it. Energetic, up tempo, and just raw.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like not as like a normal pop song is like very, maybe not a lot of edges or something, like very, maybe very round, and you're like,
Right.
it's not like
Yeah. Because it is a pop song. It is a pop song. It's just I think it just sounds a little it sounds big, and you know, it's hard to explain, but that would be the easiest way to explain the song without saying exactly what it is.
I was like, I maybe can wait 3 weeks to hear the song, but now I'm like, I want to hear it right now. And you mentioned before you did the whole thing, like choreography and production, everything. How challenging is it to perform the song?
To perform it, oh my God, it's so challenging. Oh, I feel it every time we rehearse. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? It's super challenging. I'm on top of rehearsing and on top of everything, I'm working out every day just so that I will hopefully be able to breathe at one point during this during these 3 minutes, you know, because it's always like that. Like I always prepare a lot because my shows and my performances, they're always extremely, like, they take it out of me. I'm exhausted when I'm done. I usually go, what people don't see is I give you guys my last smile, and then I sound like this because I don't have anything left in me. I just need to lay down and hopefully I'll survive. That's how I feel every time. And this song, it's just even worse. but I see it as a challenge. You know, it doesn't scare me off. I will always go out there and always give it my all and do my best, and I'll make it through. But afterwards I will barely breathe.
And when the like cameras coming to you after the performance, like want to interview you, they're like just give me some minutes.
Yeah. Exactly. That's well, it's good because I'm first, so I have a lot of time to breathe before that happens.
And yeah, when you just mentioned it, like your previous performances were all like dancing, singing, everything. I'm like, how is he doing that? Like when I go up the stairs, I'm like, Dan.
Yeah, I to be honest with you, I have no idea how I'm doing it because it's like I'm at these rehearsals, and you know, I'm so tired by the second chorus, and I don't know, it's just willpower that takes me through the rest of the song. It's just pure will, you know, because it's always like that. I always work out so much in advance, and because it takes, like I said, it takes a lot of you from you to be able to pull it off, you know, because I dance so much, you know, like I'm not a singer who does a few cute steps. Like I really dance, you
You're
know.
in it.
Yeah. So so I always work out and I do a lot of cardio and just running and running and running to be able to pull it off. And every time I get up on stage and I do these 3 minutes, it's as if I've never worked out in my entire life. That's what it feels like.
How long do you prepare already for that? Like when did you start working out more to have like the conditions?
I started about 2 months ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago. Yeah, I started like doing lots of running and I mean, I do it. I do the performance every day too, and I sing the song every day because and I mean, it's getting a little easier, but it's not a lot. but I still have a month left, roughly. So by then it should be fine. But uh, but yeah, about a month and a half ago I started.
Oh, okay. And do you always rehearse with the whole crew, or is it just mostly you
Um,
rehearsing?
when I'm singing, it's just me.
Mhm.
Um, I um, I practice in my studio. I have a microphone there. I put on, the music and I sing and I listen to it and I'm like, oh, that sucked. And then I do it again until I'm happy, just practicing because it's so good to listen to yourself and just be like, and be harsh on yourself. That's the only way to get better, you know? And, and, when it doesn't sound like you don't want to, there's no point in being like upset about it. It's just like, oh, whatever. Next time I sing it, I have to work on this and I have to work on that and I have to work on this. And then you just do it. And then you just do it until it becomes muscle memory, basically, in your voice, in your, with your muscles. That's all it is. It's just like a dance routine. You do it enough times and eventually you don't have to think so much about it. So it's the same thing about practicing the song, because it is a very difficult song to sing, very difficult. But I accept the challenge.
I really can't wait to see that. Like, um, when you just said it, when you always rehearse, is it like when you have to perform it on the evening, it's just like, okay, we're just gonna hit play and everything's like coming naturally?
Exactly. That's the idea, at least. I mean, you always make mistakes. Everybody always makes mistakes, but eh, it's the more you rehearse and the more you prepare yourself, the less mistakes you'll make.
True, true.
Yeah.
And you mentioned already that you opened the second semifinal, and this year is like totally different. Like we have no audience, and everything is, I think everything is different.
Right.
As an artist, do you prepare differently for that kind of show than usually with like the rehearsals and with press sitting there and then a big audience and stuff?
Yeah. Yes and no. Um, to me, it's actually the same. Uh, it's just more. How can I explain it? I'm sad that there will be no audience, of course, because the audience always gives you so much energy. Um, but I don't think there will be any press there during rehearsals and stuff like that, which I kind of look forward to, to be honest with you, because then you can just focus on doing your thing and rehearsing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you still have to perform for them, and then So I'm happy that we can just focus on rehearsing and getting it looking and sounding exactly the way we want it before it's presented, but I'm really sad that there will be no audience in the crowd, because they always give you so much energy and it gives you that extra oomph, before you get on stage, because you're like, okay, there's 20,000 people here, let's do this. um but at the end of the day, it's also broadcasted on television, so and whether there's an audience there or not, it kind of it's still the same idea. You have to find the cameras. It's just as much a show for the people in the audience as it is for the people at home watching.
Hmm.
So you have to now you can just focus on performing for the viewers at home, basically. So but so there's both. There's good things about it, and it's not so good things about it. I know that I'm gonna miss the audience that are watching live in the arena, but we'll make the best out of the situation, of course.
I understand both sides, like not having the press there judging you when you like just trying to get to see what's going to be on stage, and
Yeah,
yeah.
just to get comfortable on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I first heard about the concept about Melfest this year, they said they want to make it look like a music video somehow. Is this like more difficult camera shots you might have for the show?
So I actually didn't know that that's what they had
I think
had
I heard
planned.
this somewhere. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. That's kind of like the way that I without giving away too much. But that's kind of the way that I'm thinking of it too. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's make a 3 minute, like for my performance. I can't talk for everybody else, but for my performance, I've thought like, okay, let's make a 3 minute music video kind of feeling, you know, because now we're only focusing on the cameras, you know, so we can do a little bit, we can do cooler things visually that maybe an audience, you know, would a live audience would limit you, because you also have to perform for them at the same time. And you know, so I think I don't have any crazy camera work in my show. It's just how it usually is. Me dancing a lot and singing. But I am sure it will open up the opportunity for the contestants to do cooler things visually. Yeah, yeah.
You last released a song in 2017. You featured on a song in 2018 featuring Raw Felix and
Yes.
No Excuses. How would you say changed your style maybe in music since 2017?
Since 2017.
I mean, you probably always wrote songs, so you kind
Yeah,
of hard to
yeah.
describe.
I actually wrote I wrote the song, the Ralph Felix song. I
Oh,
wrote that one too. Yeah. Um uh Good question. I mean, I think it's just maybe a little more mature. That I think that's how we would call it. But it still has the same energy and the same happiness about it. You get what I'm saying? So
yes.
so but me, that would be the a good, I don't know if that's a good word, but more mature. Um but yeah, more
Yeah.
mature.
um, you teased a comeback for 2020 and 2019. Um, was there just the whole situation that changed the comeback for 2020, or what were the factors that you didn't release more music last year?
Well, one of the factors that I didn't release music last year was, um as I moved to America, I started. I mean, I've made a lot of music. It just hasn't been heard. But I just wanted to take a little creative pause, a little break, because I felt like I didn't have so much in me to offer, you know. But like I said, this last year, I was like, okay, but let's not focus on, you know, like everybody else. Just focus on you and see what you feel like doing. So I just started doing that, and as I did that, that's when I felt super creative again, and I just like became me again. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, that's probably a bad explanation, but
I
you,
love that.
I just my by me not having any expectations on myself on what to do and whatever, it just naturally I just became super creative, and I just started writing again, and I'm doing multiple projects, not only my own Anton Ewald project. I'm doing other projects on top of that, which I release music too, but not as Anton Ewald. And so I just like I said, this creative door that I felt was closed, just by me releasing any expectations on myself, it just opened, and I've just been flying ever since.
I mean, isn't that the perfect way to do everything? Like, just let it come to you and just like don't pressure in getting on Melfest. Just it's happening, and also like in the creative process, just let it happen. And
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's exactly what I did. I just let things happen, and as they were happening, I started to really really enjoy what was happening, so I just went with the flow.
and
Yeah.
do you have when you write music, do you have inspirations, like artists or people that really inspire you?
Oh my God, there's too many to even. I love music, and I've loved music ever since I was ever since I was very very young. Um, you know, I've, and the funny thing about me is I listen to, like, to me there is no bad genre of music. I think that there are good music in every type of genre, you know? And so I will, one day you'll see me listening to, I don't know, Justin Timberlake, and the next day you'll see me listening to like a country singer like Garth Brooks or whatever, because I just love music and I love all types of music. So one day I'll listen to a rock song, and the next day I listen to a hip hop song. Like my palette is very, very, very broad, and I listen to everything because I enjoy all types of music. So it's hard to define one thing that influences me. It's just like whatever I listen to, I take influences a little bit here, a little bit there, and a little, I just, yeah.
I would love to hear like a song with a country influence, like from you. I think that would be very good.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do one soon.
Is there like a genre you're surprised in liking a lot that you maybe previously not really paid attention to?
Um, let me think. Well, yeah, actually, because I live in Miami, and the Latin culture is very, very strong there. We have a lot of like the Latin community is huge in Miami. Almost wherever you go, someone will speak Spanish. Like it's impossible not to meet a Spanish-speaking person in Miami. And they have a lot of obviously wherever you go, they will also play Spanish music or Latin music. And I lately I really enjoy what's the name in English? I only know it in Spanish. Well, the pronunciation in English would be reggaeton, I think.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, and I actually I will. That's a genre I'm fairly new to. I mean, I've known about it. I just haven't listened that much. But as I moved to Miami, I started hearing it everywhere, and I was like, "Yo, I like this," and I started to really like it. So if I would probably say reggaeton, yeah.
I might have to check that out more.
Yeah, they're really good. Like I really like it, and the rhythm is so, it just makes you want to move your body. It makes you want to move your body, and it has so the rhythm is great, and they usually have really great choruses, even though you don't necessarily understand what they're saying. I find it to be really, really good music. Yeah.
I really need to check that out. You also mentioned that you moved to the US,
Yeah.
and are you right now in Miami or in Stockholm?
Right now, I am in my apartment in Stockholm.
And you're gonna stay there till Melfest, or you're gonna go back?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay here. Probably I will probably stay in Sweden for the whole year.
Okay.
All of 2021. I mean, it all depends on the COVID-19 situation. If I can stay here in Sweden and we can do shows in the summer, of course, then I'll be here. Or any other European country that might want me to come over and do whatever. Like I will, but it all depends on this virus situation that the entire world is in. So it's affected. It's affected us, especially musicians and artists. It's affected us a lot because all of a sudden we stop working.
Yes.
So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping to be able to be here for the for the for the for the entire 2021. That's my plan at least. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully we can go back to concerts soon. Like.
Yeah, I really hope so. I'm really excited about hopefully potentially start performing again soon. that would make me very happy.
In the US, I think, if my research is correct, you first went to LA for like half a
Yes,
year and then Miami.
your research is correct. I was actually living in Los Angeles for about 6 to 7 months. Um, and then after that, I moved to Miami, and I stayed there till now.
It's probably so beautiful there. Like when I see pictures, it's like,
I love it. I absolutely love Miami. It's my favorite place in all of the United States. I feel so at home there, and it's I'm from Sweden. I see the sun 2 months out of the year. And all of a sudden it's I walk outside and the sun is just beaming every day, and I mean, obviously not when we have storms and there's hurricanes and whatever. But 98% of the time there's just sunshine, and everybody's so happy, and it's such a good energy, it's I mean, I love it. I can't speak, maybe someone disagrees with me, but I absolutely love Miami.
I have no idea who would disagree with sunshine all the time. Like I've only been once to Los Angeles, and I just loved it there, like everything.
Yeah.
About the whole time you've been there, what are like things if people like visit maybe LA or Miami that they should do when they are visiting?
When they're in either, okay, I mean, okay, when you're in Los Angeles, I would definitely check out Universal Studios. They have like a little, it's like a theme park ish,
Mhm.
and you can do a bunch of stuff. And if you want a real theme park, oh my God, I had so much fun there. It's called Six Flags. And we went there, and I rode every roller coaster there was, and I was having the time of my life. Every time we were going up, I was regretting it, and then I was enjoying it. But I was so terrified every time you hear the click-clunk, 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 and you just see yourself getting higher and higher, because we don't have roller coasters like that in Sweden. Our roller coasters, they're cute, but those are monsters, you
Very
know?
bad.
So they were really scary, but it was a lot of fun. So I would definitely recommend checking out both Universal Studios and Six Flags. And in Miami, oh my God, there's so much. There's so much to do in Miami. Number one, just go to the beach and enjoy your day. Then you just take any place. You can just walk into any bar, have a cold beer or drink or whatever, or just water, whatever you feel like, and just enjoy your life in a tank top and flip flops. Like, because that's all you're gonna want to wear, because it's that hot always. Uh, but if there would be anything specific about Miami, um, to me, it's Cuban food. I love it. I love Cuban food, and it's nothing specific about Cuban food, really. It's like rice, black beans, and some kind of steak or whatever with some onions. But it's so good. They make it taste so good, and I absolutely love it.
Another thing on the list I have to do.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you've probably been, like when you mentioned roller coasters, you've probably also been to Orlando?
I haven't, and I'm dying to go. I
What?
haven't been there yet. I haven't been there yet. Because if I would have been there, if I would have been to Orlando, then I would have probably told you guys, go to Orlando.
It's still
um,
there?
yeah, but no, I haven't been there yet. But I will go. I've heard that it's crazy and a lot of fun. So I will most definitely go to Orlando and ride some roller coasters.
Yes, there's like so much, right? Like everything.
Oh, they have everything. They have everything, and everything looks so scary, and I'm so excited to do it.
Well, hopefully you post on social media so we can see.
Exactly. I'll just hold my phone. Ah!
Um, in the upcoming weeks to Melfest, do you mainly focus on rehearsals, or do you have also like something else you can like you live your life maybe, or just work till Melfest, or
um, just work.
or
Yeah, like I. like I get to enjoy. It's good because I get to work a lot, which I always do. I always work a lot. You know, I'm constantly working. There's never a day where I don't work. You know, it could be in the weekends too. I will still get some work in. And so on Saturday and Sunday, I'll get a few hours of work in, but then I'll enjoy the day. You know, I'm bad at not working. um, but mostly just rehearsals and lots of interviews, of course, and just practicing and going to the gym and working out. And like I said before we started, I just came from rehearsal. Now we're doing this interview. Then I'm gonna run and teach a dance class in like 2 hours. So I'm just going full speed at it because I love to work, and I also love to share, like, because people ask me all the time. They're like, Anton, why do you still teach? You know, aren't you a singer? And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't matter. I love teaching, you know, because I love to offer my experience and help someone else, you know, like that. It fills me up a lot, and I feel like, oh, I can share my knowledge with someone who's willing to listen, and who's someone who's willing to learn, and I just love that feeling. So I'm just going full speed, and I'm not stopping until yeah, until whenever my time in Melfest is over.
How often do you get asked, please play me your Melfest song? Is it something people come
Oh
up?
my god. Oh my god. It's I- every time someone sees me. Not really, but it happens a lot. A lot. It happens a lot wherever I go. Sometimes that's the funniest, actually. Sometimes I can just walk on the street, and then I just hear people singing my song, and I just watch over, and I'm like, hey guys, because it happens a lot. People love my Melfest songs, which I love that you guys love them. Like that means so much to me. Because we put so much hard work into these 3 minutes. There's so much work behind it, so it makes me so happy when people appreciate it and enjoy what not only me, but what everyone else is doing, what everybody else are doing as well. It means a lot to all of us.
I mean, they're still part of every party. Melodifestivalen, always, your songs always there.
Yes, yes, good.
You mentioned that you're going to stay in Sweden for the rest of the year, probably. Do you have plans already for after Melfest, like putting out more music or an album or?
Yeah. So I have oh, there's so much. I'm gonna release so much music in 2021. You guys have no idea. So I will I will be releasing an EP after Melody Festival here in Sweden. So it will probably be 6 songs in total on that EP, I think. 5 or 6 songs. I'm not sure yet. But and then on top of that, I'm working on a different project too, which you guys can just see it on social media. I'll tell you guys when it's ready, but an album will come out for that project, that separate project in 2021 as well. So yeah, I'm working a lot.
We are so ready for that. Like,
Yes.
we are ready. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Like,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
having me. Thank you so
Um,
much. It means a lot to me to be on the show, and I really love you guys' support. So thank you so much.
always, always. And last but not least, do you have a message for the viewers at EC Extra?
Keep on following ESCXTRA. They're great. I love ESCXTRA, and you should too. Stay tuned to get all the latest updates on all the news and all the news about me. Uh, and I hope you guys really enjoy what I'm bringing this year to Melody Festival, and yeah, come find me on social media and give me a follow. Yay.
Thank you so much, and
Thank
all the
you.
best for Melodifestivalen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.